Hi everybody, I hope you're having a nice Wednesday so far today. If you've not been to my stream before, hi, I'm Emily. I mostly do music streams over on my main channel. I'm a clarinet player. I mostly do clarinet practice with me streams. Today I practiced the bass clarinet for a little while. I've rambled long enough. Let's go ahead and get started. So last time I had to look back over my videos because I couldn't remember. Kitty cat. And we did the Return to Ostagar last time. And I think I want to do... I'm not really sure what makes sense timeline-wise. I think I want to stick to today's plan of doing... going to the Brecilian Forest to meet the Dalish. But before we do that, I want to finish up. There's just a few little side quest things I think we need. There's the herd of cats again. Why are there so many cats? I feel like this happened recently, right? This happened on another stream recently where it's just like a herd of cats running by. Some sort of game glitch, maybe? I mean, I don't hate it. The cats are cute, but like, why are there so many? Are they getting organized? So we'll do some side quests. We will do... we'll go to the Brecilian Forest. I think I'm going to save Soldier's Peak for... I can't decide if I want to do it after the Dalish right before the lands meet or do it right after the lands meet. That's a problem for a different day. Let's go ahead and look at the journal and start with side quests because I was looking over it earlier just to remember where I left off. And we have a couple things we can do, like this one. Well, if I have enough health poultices, bring 20 health poultices. I don't think I have 20. No, not even close. So I'll have to find... That I think we'll have to do later, because I believe when we find the Dalish, we can actually buy unlimited elf fruit, so I can make as many as I want. Pancake is a good dog to chase after them. Yes, Pancake is a very good dog, and left the kitty cats alone. We can do this, the notices of death for the Blackstone Irregulars. And then this we can't finish yet. So maybe it's just the one side quest. We'll do the notices of death and... Oh, and Wynn's personal quest. And then we'll go to the Brecilian Forest to meet the Dalish. I think that's a plan. I'm not the best in this game at staying up to date on the side quest. I think I'm better at like managing that flow in Mass Effect. It kind of like I feel like what I've been doing, whether it's the best way to do it or not, is to like there's another herd of cats. Is to like kind of dedicate whole streams to like main story quests and whole streams to side quests, and I'm not. So now let's try something a little bit different and like mix and match. So let me read the list again. It is so tiny. It's so hard to read. We have to go to Lake Calenhad, Redcliffe, and Dinnerham. So we can find the Dinnerham one first. She should have like an exclamation point over her head. Yeah. Goes over here. Am I reading the map right? No, went the wrong way. Around this corner. More cats. Where are all these cats coming from? No one seems bothered by the surplus of cats? I don't know if it's a surplus. Can you have too many cats?
Yes. What? This is terrible. My beloved.
I believe this is all we have to do. We just go to people and tell them that that their person died. Oh, I wonder the world map. How do I get to there we go. So what I said, Dinnerham, Redcliffe, and Lake Calenhad. Let's do Lake Calenhad next. And I do apologize if I have the sniffles a little bit. I think I'm better now, but I made a soup for dinner. I had it in the crock pot while I was streaming on main channel earlier, which is my secret for managing these double stream days, is that, well, when I plan ahead and I'm on top of things, I have either leftovers for us for dinner, or I put something in the crock pot. Sometimes Andrew handles dinner, but for these days, he usually kind of works right up until he mods my streams, and sometimes while he's modding my streams, so he doesn't really have time to do it, so I deal with it. We kind of take it in turns cooking. I think we have very like different and opposite skills when it comes to the kitchen. He's much better at baking and anything that requires following a recipe closely, because I don't do that. I tend to throw it all together and cook it till it tastes good. But when I'm on top of things, leftovers or crock-pot food for double string days, and we're going out of the country for a week, so I'm trying to use up things in the fridge, and we had a whole bunch of carrots for some reason, so I made a carrot and ginger soup, and I think I put like a smidge too much ginger in it. I could still eat it. It wasn't too spicy. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to like spicy food. I'm not great with super spicy stuff, but it was a little bit spicier than I thought it was going to be, but I thought it was pretty good, but it was giving me the sniffles a little bit. But it was good.
We could all be figments of someone else's imagination.
Oh no, I don't want to talk to you.
Just players in a play. Exactly. You, I, everything. All a dream. But whose dream? And for whose amusement? Some being of cosmic power. Sublime, enlightened beings. Cosmic power? What, you're serious? They thought of all this grit, all the war. They bloody thought of boils. I got a boil the size of your nose on my big toe, and some beings are enjoying this. Disturbed, sick bastards, if you ask me. Ahem. I still maintain they're more enlightened than that. If I ever come across one of them, I'll give them a what for.
They're having like almost like a simulation theory argument over there, but that sounds awful. A boil the size of someone's nose on your foot. Sounds just terrible. Oh, she's in the pub. I was like, where's the lady I'm supposed to deliver it to? She's in the pub. Yeah, there she is.
Yes? What? This is terrible. My beloved.
She's so sad she just clipped through the door.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Why did he have a quest mark above his head?
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little
done all this.
princess decide. Well, my father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother... Of course. What?
I thought we had like some sort of quest related to him that I'd forgotten about because there's a quest marker above his head, but maybe it's just a glitch. We need flasks if I'm going to make all those health potions later. I think I have some, but so probably need a few extra. Oh, I could have bought a toxin extract from him all those times I was running around looking for them. Oh well. He doesn't have any elf fruit. That's not the word I was thinking of, or couldn't think of. Well, at least we have flasks. Let's just finish up this basically courier mission, or courier quest. We're just delivering news. Can I travel from here? Do I have to actually walk to the exit? No, I can go from here. Redcliffe, that was the other place. Where is it? There we go. I do have an injury, so after this we'll go stop by camp long enough for me to heal my injury. I don't know if my friends have injuries, but I do. I'm assuming this lady, I could look at the map, but she's probably in the chantry. Probably. Also, I'm glad I took the time to open all of this stuff up between streams today, because it does this every time I don't stream on this channel for a couple of, or like a week or two, but it stops recognizing like my headphones as the audio output, and for some reason switches it back to the monitors, which is weird because neither one of the monitors has headphones plugged in, and for some reason it doesn't, it takes like a couple of tries for me to switch it and then actually work. I had to like close the game and reopen it to get it back to where I could hear it. Okay, I see an exclamation point. Oh, I walked right past her. Sorry.
Yes? What? This is terrible. My beloved.
And I believe we can turn this in with the Blackstone Regulars guy who's right outside the door. Oh.
Maker's blessings upon you.
Or
all.
not. Oh, there's 4. Wait, there must be 2 in one of the locations. Oh, there are 2 in Denerom. Oh, that's right. One of them is in like the little, like one of the little back alleys or something. I can never remember which one. We'll just have to click through them until I find it. So, let's see. It's not the Pearl. It's not Deserted Building. It's not the Ransom Drop. I think it's one of these back alleys. We'll find her. Well, it'd be easier just to do this. Oh, I picked the right one. Good. Did we do this yet? No. It's not time in the story yet.
Yes? I feared this day would come.
Now, go back and turn it in. Oh, I can't leave that way. Fine. I'll leave through this door? No.
I shall do it.
So that was quick enough, I guess. So now we'll do Wynn's personal quest and then start the Dalish quest. Won't be able to do all of that today, but can definitely get started.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Squirrel. Why not a herd of squirrels? We've seen a herd of cats. Why not a herd of squirrels?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Yeah, they're on here. That's what I remember anyway. They're like in the back. Yep, there he is.
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
How much money do I have now? I think I needed 80 something for, I keep forgetting if it was a special staff or a special robe that the quartermaster of the tower has, but I think I need like 10 or so more gold before I can afford it. Well, that's fine. So we finished that. Now let's do Wynn's quest. Oh, we do that at the Dalish. Or we have to contact the Dalish before we can do that. That's fine. Then we will just go there directly. It's easier even. So we're going to do this one. So I realized I just said all that like leaning into the microphone. Sorry if it was too loud. Sometimes I forget how to do the most basic of streamer things, like not ruin the sound. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. How do I get to... I want the world map. There we go. I'm just doing the wrong thing. Oh, camp first to heal injuries. We'll have to do friend chats again soon, but I think I want to save that for like the end of stream. I'm just gonna check and see if there's any stuff I need to offload real fast. I think I already did this, but yeah, we're probably fine. If not, I'll deal with it later. So let's see, to start, I don't know when we find out what we need for Wynn's personal quest, so we should probably just take her to start. And it takes Zevran for a bit. He might have some interesting conversation because he's an elf. He's not a Dalish elf though, but aside from me, he's the only other elf character, so I don't know, might be interesting. And then we haven't taken Alistair anywhere in a while, so let's take him. Oh no. Don't be combat, I'm drinking water. Okay, it's not combat, good. Now it is. Big mean spiders. Sorry, Zevran, I did not mean to freeze you, but I did. Not so fast. Nobody died. That's good.
I shall do
fruit. Well, I can't go back. They blocked us. Okay, that's just a little scary that the spiders are intelligent enough to like lay in wait and lay traps to prevent us from leaving. I don't want to meet those spiders. I don't want to meet spiders that plan traps and lay in wait. Although trapdoor spiders are pretty cool. But they're little. Like, no man-sized and super intelligent spiders. No thank you. Now how do we get out? Wait, I found that elf fruit. Can I make some health potions? I can make one. Can I leave this way? Oh, there are more spiders. Oh no, I got that. Oops. Clicked on the wrong thing, but it's fine. Found a health potion. That's good. Oh yeah, I found another elf fruit. Is that it? Can we go? There are going to be more spiders, aren't there? Oh, I froze everybody and the spider.
As you say.
Can I reach that sack up there? How do we reach that? How are we getting up there? Make Zevran climb the tree and get it.
As you say.
Trying to stay on top of our health potion situation, especially since We need 20 for the Blackstone irregulars. We're not going to have 20 anytime soon, but I can at least work on getting us there. Have I seen trapdoor spiders in real life or just pictures? Just pictures and video. I remember I had a, not to date myself, but as a kid on like our first computer we had at home, I had like a CJ-ROM encyclopedia type thing, like a kid's encyclopedia thing. And I had like videos of different animals, and I loved watching the trapdoor spider entry. So I've been fascinated by them for a long time. I loved watching that one and the praying mantis one. But I've never seen a trapdoor spider in real life. I have seen praying mantises in real life since, but also the leaf and stick bugs. I was very fascinated by them too. I don't have like bug ick. I don't really mind bugs all that much, but this game, like the idea of these super intelligent spiders that are like massive is a little unsettling. But you know, I've never seen one in real life. I don't even know really like what they're like, what climate is, like where they're from. I feel like they are North American trapdoor spiders, but I've never seen one. I just think they're really cool. Oh, gross! What's happening? What is that? I don't like that. They're just gushing blood. Okay, they stopped. It's better. That's gross.
I shall do.
You had a trapdoor spider National Geographic card. What did they, those, we've talked about this recently, but those cards had like a name, those collectible, like, because they were like 3-hole punch, so you could put them in like a little binder. I never had them, but like the library at school had them. I remember like in elementary school, like when we were in the very early days of like being taught how to do a research paper, you know, they would take us to the library. Sorry, Zevran, I didn't mean to click on you. And have us like look stuff up. We were taught like kind of the difference between like good and like not bad sources, but like reliable sources and non-reliable sources. I remember that for doing like our little research projects on animals, the National Geographic cards were considered like a reliable source of information, because this was like pre-internet times. And but I never had them. I just used the ones in the library when I needed them. What I remember those cards looking like is like it's like hole punched on one side and it was like folded like this, and it just like opened out. But yeah, Andrew, you had like the full collection at one point, but I never had any. No, that's not true. I had one time. We got sent like pause.
Hold, outsider. You may be of my kind, but you're not Dalish. Why are you here?
We got sent one like one time as like a freebie, like to sign up for the subscription or whatever, but we never did. But yeah, that's I think they went away, didn't they? They don't exist anymore. It's like a child of the 90s thing.
And what business is that? That is not a lie that many would attempt. I will bring you to the Keeper then, and he can decide if your business is worthwhile.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zafrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian Forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Nobody wants to keep up their end of the treaty in this game.
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brecilian Forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian Forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Leliana or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on, then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
I'm Daranatishan, Grey Warden. My name is Leliana. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Ashley, is that you?
I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought. Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
Oh, I've gotten behind in the conversation. I don't remember what the binder looked like. It had a giraffe on it, though. That sounds right. Like I said, the ones I used were like the school library ones. I never had my own. I don't know why. I mean, I remember getting like the free one in the mail and my mom and dad saying something like we weren't going to get the rest because you had to pay like to join the subscription for them. But I don't know. I feel like depending on the situation, those would be worthwhile. I know Andrew's mentioned multiple times that he wishes that he had them to like give our nephew, but I don't know. Andrew, is it possible your parents have them like somewhere in their house still? I feel like they never get rid of anything. I feel like it's possible that they could be in storage somewhere. Unless you got rid of them. I wonder if... Oh, you should just check eBay. Someone's probably got like a complete set they're going to sell on eBay.
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Interesting. Ashley quotes poetry and Leliana quotes poetry. Is that like a Kimberly Brooks thing that her characters always quote poetry in Bioware games? I don't know. She voices a couple other smaller voices in this game maybe, but I know that this one's her. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, she's voiced by the same voice actress who voices Ashley in Mass Effect. And I just thought it was interesting that both recite poetry for you.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them. He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. And he saw me. The fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. No, Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future. They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless. That's true, and you're not even a human, so it's doubly unfair. But fairness does not play into such feelings. No outsider has ever been good for us. I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still,
I think
do
I've
not
ended up in a
blame
little bit
them
of a
for what they
dialogue
feel.
circle.
Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable. It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed our Lathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, our people were freed by Andraste, the human's prophet who spawned the Chantry. We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say. In time, and with seclusion, we Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us. One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. Certainly.
I'm enjoying the clarinet and the music. I need to listen to... You know, I've never listened to any of the Dragon Age music, like, just on its own. I've listened to the Mass Effect music so much, but I've never listened to the Dragon Age music. I really should, and look for bits that I might want to loop over on main channel once I'm ready to do that. This one is calling to me a little bit because of the clarinet stuff that's already in it. I'll just have to look it up and listen to it later.
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever. So the clan protects him like no other.
Speaking of looping streams, I'll be doing those on main channel sometime in the not too distant future. I'm setting a new personal goal to try and attempt one over the holiday break, whether that's before the end of 2024 or after the new year, but before I get back to teaching and rehearsals and stuff. I don't know, but I'm going to try and do my first one by the end of the holiday break. Forgot where I was going with that. Oh, I remember now. Sorry. My brain is tired today. I'm hoping that by that time I can have finished the main game here for Dragon Age Origins. And I will probably take a little bit of a hiatus to start my looping streams. So a little bit of a gap between the main game and the external DLCs. So Awakening, Golems of Word I keep forgetting how to say, Leliana Song, and Witch Hunt. I'll do those all after. But yes, just a heads up. Not 100%, but I think I want to keep hugging around, go wrap up the main game, and then I'll take a little bit of a break before diving into the DLC, just to give myself some brain space to work on the main channel stuff. But that's still a ways away because we've got quite a bit left to do in this game. I think we did all the dialogue.
Wish. Darth Shiro.
The pronunciation of the Elvish in this game is wild because it's so different from what's in the second and third games. Oh, am I not supposed to touch this chest?
If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
But it had sparkles on it.
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
I got called out. Let's see. Talk to all the people with markers.
We few wanderers greet you, friend. We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast? Come then and sit. Join us by the fire. I am Cyril, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our hunters. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned. Then you are very brave to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly. Nothing will help us now, least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Leliana. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons these Shemlin have taught us.
It is even more difficult when you live amongst them, trust me.
Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Nope. I couldn't see the dialogue for a second. It was being blocked by wind swell that she insists on casting anytime we go anywhere.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales? Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade. Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost law.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit.
And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Is that Duncan's voice? The whole time he's been talking, I've not been doing the best job of like listening to what he's saying. I've just been listening to his voice, and it sounds like the same voice actor who does Duncan, but I'm not 100% sure.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian Forest. Do you wish to hear it?
When I hear a familiar voice in any video game or anything I'm watching, like whatever, I kind of feel like compelled to figure out where I've heard it before and whose voice it is. I think most of the time I'm pretty good at it. I'm not always right, you know, but like I feel like usually I can make the connections pretty well, but like it means I'm not great at like listening to what they're actually saying while I'm doing that. My brain starts like, because if they're putting on a different accent or pitching their voice differently, I start like trying to change it in my head and listen. Like every voice actor has like little tells, I feel like, in their voice that like you can tell things that they can't quite change or get rid of, no matter like how they're pitching their voice or what accent they're doing or whatever. With some exceptions, there's some voice actors I feel like I call them like human jukeboxes. Like they can just make all these like totally different voices, and they don't all sound the same. Like maybe if you listen close enough, there are like hints of the original in there somewhere, but most voice actors, like they're all super talented, but like no matter how many voices they do, there are these like little bits that you can always like pick out, like, oh, that's so and so. But that sounds like Duncan, but I'm not 100% sure.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian Forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
If it's not the voice actor who does Duncan, then I think it's somebody else we've heard in-game already, and I'm just forgetting who it is.
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Where are you? I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Anybody else here we can talk to? Well, he still has a quest marker. I thought we covered everything, but I want to go get this elf root first.
Hello? I'm sorry. I'm not used to dealing with outsiders. Though we do get people like you from time to time. Elves from the city, I mean. I am Encampment, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
I don't know if you're familiar with this soundtrack at all, but we're getting like the instrumental kind of from, I can't say the name of it in Elvish because I can't remember what it is, but it's Leliana's song that she will sing for us later. Minor spoiler. But I really like it. It's one of my favorite bits of the soundtrack for this game. I feel like I've been playing these games for so long because I actually played Dragon Age before I played Mass Effect, but I don't know if it's playing it with headphones for the first time so I can really like hear the detail as I play, but I feel like I've kind of neglected the music in especially this first game for so long, and I keep hearing little things that I just really like, and I want to go back and listen to it alone and see how I like it.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed. Really? I'm willing to try anything. Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
My mother was Dalish. They are a proud people. Those who refused to bow to defeat.
Oh, I forgot that Zevran's mom was Dalish. So he's kind of like half Dalish, I guess. Did we not talk to him about everything? Because he still has quest marker. I like how we can't talk to him without all getting sitting down and getting comfy around the fire. Oh.
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anarin the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anarin.
Ah, it makes sense. Anarin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If you seek Anarin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
We know only what Zathrian has told us over the years. I never saw one myself until the attack.
Also, I should have said this earlier, but do apologize a bit for those who don't enjoy all the lore and info dumps. Visiting the Dalish for the first time means that's what today's stream kind of is. Just a lot of lore dumping and info dumping, but I like to kind of just take care of it all at once and then we can get to the rest of it.
Some of us have wondered. The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that. It was planned. These are no simple beasts. Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so. I do not believe he would, but even the wisest of men do not always see the truth in front of them, nor do they always wish to. As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves. Some of us have wondered.
Oh, I already did that one.
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so. Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of. As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves. The hunters say they have strength and speed far beyond what's ordinary, and are as tough as such beasts come. Like wolves, they hunt in packs so as to combine their strength. But in the end, a blade kills them as surely as it does any other. What you need to fear is their bite. If you're infected, you are done. Though not right away, and not all at once.
Okay, I think we did everything, even though they haven't disappeared.
Of course.
From the
You wish
list of
something
options.
else? Dareth Shirall.
Well, that took care of his little quest marker, so I guess we're good.
I'm Darren Atishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you. It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian Forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper. I suppose there's no harm in telling a fellow elf, but surely you have greater concerns than any problem of mine, no? Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Dalilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Dalilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Dalilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
More elf fruit. We'll finish exploring the camp before we head into the forest. What is that? All the little tidbits we learn about like the elven gods, you should kind of like take them in and file them away for later. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna search their stuff. Oh, there's the merchant. Oh, I can't get in there. Zevran, I don't think you can pick any locks yet. No, can't do it. We'll have to come back to Leliana to open that chest. Why can't I select the box? There we go.
I shall do it.
She's having some trouble. There we go.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, Please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need? I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from Mage. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Let's see, I need that. Oh, I need to give those to Zebrin, I think. Carrying around a bunch of stuff that I want my friends to wear, but they just can't yet. Goodbye all the health potions. All of them. Because I never have enough. And I die a lot. Ooh, injury kits. I need those too. Backpack upgrade, yay! I want the skill books too, but if I spend my money on them, oh, they're only 2 gold each. I can make that back. I still want the special staff or robe or whatever it was that I'm determined to get. Any extra things there to unload. Oh wait, I think they have, yes, they have like the unlimited elf fruit. What happens if I buy 99 of them? Oh, I can actually drag and drop. That's a much easier way to do this than like on the Xbox where you have to just keep clicking. I'm buying them all. All the elf fruit. It didn't let me buy all the elf fruit. It was like, no. LOL, no. You can't buy 99 elf fruit. Why can't I buy them all? I have enough gold. Oh, now oh, it just like, oh no, now I have 200 elf fruit. Whoops. Well, now we got plenty of elf fruit. I can make lots of lesser health potions. If I have the, is it the concentration agent or the distillation agent? I can't remember. We'll buy both. I can make the better health potions. Whoopsies. I didn't mean to buy 200 or 198 elf fruit. We got plenty of elf fruit now. So now I can make intricates and I can make the greater health poultice. And some just standard ones. And then a whole mess of lesser ones. We should go turn those in right away to the Blackstone Irregulars before companions use them all. Yeah, we have 28 of lesser. We can turn those in and complete that quest. But we can also come back and buy more. Because I think Bodon has infinite flasks. He has infinite elf fruit, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore. So we can always just make more lesser ones after we do this stuff. Alright, let me go talk to... what's his name? Cammon, his lady friend. Wherever she is. Well, we have to talk to that lady about the hollow, but I believe to complete that, we need maximum survival. Oh, we can open a chest. Good for you, Severin. You opened a chest. First time it's happened, I think, in game. I don't think any. I think Morgan has the highest survival, but it's not maxed out. I think you need it maxed out to help the hollow. And because of, and I think you only get one shot, so because of that, I don't want to go click on it just yet. We'll wait and do that later. Where is his lady friend, Gaina? She has red hair. That's, no. We could see her when he was describing his situation. She was like in the background. But where did she go? She has like a red ponytail. I don't know why I'm bothering. We have more elf fruit than we'll need. Although I think we can turn it into, once we are allied with the Dalish, we can turn it into them to help bolster their efforts. So we can do that with the extra.
Andaran Atishan, outsider. You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Cammon. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family? You are right. As a woman, I must ensure that he believes in himself. All I've done is make him miserable. I know I cannot be like you, both woman and Grey Warden, but I can be formidable in my own small way, can't I? Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cammon.
I take the pronunciation of the Elvish words... Oh wait.
Cammon, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
What I was gonna say is I feel like the Elvish pronunciation is more consistent through the second and third game, like across all the different characters. So I take that as like the quote-unquote canon pronunciation. So it's kind of like weird in this first game when you hear some of the actors' voice, like they pronounce it differently, all within the same game. But I feel like it's more consistent, like I said, in the later games. So that's what I think of as the correct pronunciation. So, but also I feel like you can, in story, like make it work because the different Dalish tribes or clans are awfully isolated. They might have slightly different pronunciations of some of the like ancient Elvish words. Let me look at quest things. So we'll do that when we go into the forest, that as well. And I think we'll find him in the forest too. So now we can just go ahead and go that way. think it's this way. We just go back the way we came to kind of move into the forest.
You must know that murder is wrong, I assume.
I'm sorry, are you speaking to me?
That is why you wish to leave your crows. A crisis of conscience.
Yes, that is exactly it.
Joke if you wish, but I have the feeling that deep down you regret the life you have lived.
It's true. I regret it all.
Must you be such a child? Are you incapable of a single serious conversation?
I know. I'm terrible and it makes me sad. May I rest my head in your bosom? I wish to cry.
You can cry well away from my bosom, I'm certain.
Did I tell you I was an orphan? I never knew my mother.
Gad, I give up.
I feel like Zephyrin was raised by a pack of Khajiit. He definitely talks like them. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. We need to move into the actual forest. So, no venture forth. Just need to go the other way. I think maybe we can fast travel to the forest after we visited it, but maybe no. Maybe we have to go through the camp every time. Wait, okay, there we go. Poor puppy. It's one thing to fight like the mean werewolves, but I feel bad for like just the actual wolves.
It is begun.
That set everybody on fire a little bit. I don't like the whiny whimpery sounds they make when you fight them. I don't care for that at all. Where are they? Oh, good. Thought I was on. So which way? We need to explore the whole thing, so I guess it doesn't matter which way we go first. Just as long as we see the entire forest.
It shall be done. As you say.
Poor bear. I don't like fighting just the animals.
It shall be done.
They're just trying to protect their homes.
I shall be.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. Another of the Dalish come to put us in our place. Come to make us pay for our attack. It makes no difference to us. One elf is as good as another, especially when they are dead. You speak to Swiftrunner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay. Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk. The time for peace is long past. There will be no peace between the elves and we who are cursed. You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed. I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
They got a little confused with where they were going. Fine, they fixed it.
Now I'm all lightheaded.
I shall do it.
It's like Alistair needs an injury kit.
What say you?
No, I'm sorry, Zevran. I did not mean to click on you.
Very well.
Let's give. Oh no, injury kit. I'm awfully close to leveling up. I don't know if that'll happen today or not. Oh no. Forgot there were dark spawn in here too. Did I miss?
It is begun.
No, he grabbed Win. That's very rude. Grab Win.
It shall be done. It is begun.
Quite get to where that quest marker is from here. Gotta find a way back down. One of the frustrating things about like this part of the game is you can't like jump off the sides, yeah, or like down the hills. You have to kind of like you have to like find a proper way down. Oh, that was easy enough. That's the iron bark. Angry tree.
It shall be. Very well.
I leveled up, yay! I don't want to leave this section of the forest until we've explored the whole map. No, I clicked by accident. It's okay, I'm gonna go back. Anyway, I'm gonna fix it, but I just find it easier to like explore the whole chunks at a time and then progress on. I just have like a little bit left that we haven't explored. I'm gonna do my level up first and then we'll save. Oh yeah, I need the master herbalism to do the quest with the lady and Orzammar, so that's good. Why haven't I gotten to do any of the, like, specializations yet? Like these. I wonder if there is a difference between the Xbox version of the game and the PC version, because like I think in the Xbox one, when I've played before, at a certain level you just like get to choose one, but you know there's also like the tomes you can find. And well, are the tomes in the Xbox version? Maybe they're not. I'm wondering if maybe you have to acquire one of the tomes in order to get the specialization in the PC version of the game. So I need to investigate that further. Or learn it from like a companion.
Now the fun part. Now you
Very well. I shall do it.
We can't go there yet. I think I have to click on it and fail to progress in the story.
As you say.
Oh, I thought we couldn't go that way. Maybe I'm confusing bits of the story. Let's just wrap up exploring and then we'll go to the next part of the forest. Oh, I didn't save after leveling up. Thanks for reminding me, game.
I shall do it.
Let's grab some glory. That will help.
We must not
think the tree is gonna bleed on you, Zevran. It might sap on you a little bit.
Enemies approaching! Quickly, we must fight! Now we do that! Don't give them the advantage!
Very well.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
Interesting, and I must just be misremembering, but I feel, my internal clock feels like we should have done that at this point, but maybe I'm wrong.
Aware, thou sayest? How can this be? I sense no curse inside of thee. Could it be, instead, a lie? There is no need. Why even try?
What's more disconcerting, a tree that attacks you or a tree that talks to you in rhymes? I feel like both are kind of scary, but I don't know. I feel like a tree that makes up rhymes is a little bit creepier. A little bit more creepy? A little bit creepier? I don't know. Also, the part of my brain that does like grammar is on vacation today.
Ah, yes. I remember thee. Long ago, the elves roamed free, their numbers few and passing fast, until one eve we saw their last. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
The world is certainly full of marvelous, unexpected creations. Each day we see something that we never thought possible.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon? I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn. All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without. Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
This is strange. The werewolves would not use such a camp, would they? Whoever this belongs to must be nearby.
The elven hunters didn't set this up. How strange. And yet it all just seems so friendly. I want to do nothing but remain.
I feel magic here, draining my strength. We must leave, and soon.
I already clicked on that.
I'm surprised that fire hasn't burned out. We should tend it. Is there a stick about? I am tired.
It shall be done.
I know it is a trap. Can I not trigger it? Are we like too magically powerful to fall into the trap? Oh.
You know, if it's all the same to you, why don't we sit down for a while? Strange as it sounds, I'd rather camp here before going back out into the forest.
Oh, okay. All my friends are dead.
It has begun. I shall do it.
How long has that spirit lingered there, and how many has it preyed upon? I shudder to think of it.
It's a little creepy that the spirit like masqueraded as a cozy camp to lure people in. Did we clear the whole area? Almost. It's like a little patch that we haven't quite cleared. Or is that just where we are? I don't think we can go any further that way. No, I think it's just where we are. Or if I goes on the other side, I think I could. I don't think we can actually get over there. Oh no, I can go up here. Well, that's it. Okay, so now need to go to the east part of the forest, which I think we could just use any of those parts that take us out. And we might end up at a different spot in the eastern forest, but I think we'll get there all the same. Yeah. Angry tree.
Careful.
Please. Help. Listen. I am not the mindless beast I appear to be. They...
Oh no.
I am cursed.
One spell's messing with it.
This creature. The curse, it burns in me. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to.
Careful. These werewolves might have laid a trap for us or something. You never know.
You are an elf, but not one of the Dalish. I was until my change. Have you seen my clan? The Keeper sent you? Then you seek Witherfang. I have, but it is not what you think. But there is no time to explain. You must listen. My name is Dalilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message. The staff I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead, and with the gods, I beg you. Thank you. Thank you. I only want him to be at peace. He is a good... Oh, the pain! The curse is fire in my Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly. Gods. Bless you.
Poor werewolf lady. Formerly Dalish, now werewolf lady. I need to go this way? Nope, that's just a wall.
I shall do it.
I don't know what we're gonna do with all of these werewolf pelts we're collecting. Bears. I've been watching videos on TikTok of bears ending up places they shouldn't, like black bears, mostly in like Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, that part of Tennessee. I was watching one like getting escorted out of like a candy store, and one had gone into like a restaurant. And I'm convinced that like black bears anyway are just kind of like oversized dog cat hybrids. That being said, I would not approach one in the wild. I just think they're cute. And they're funny.
It shall be done. It is begun.
My parents live in the North Georgia mountains, and they don't see bears very often, but for a while they were finding bear droppings outside their house like every morning. I don't know if they ever saw the bear that was leaving them, but they were a little bit worried about their dog because he's little. But he's one of those little dogs that like might think he could take on a bear. He's a little tiny mutt mixed breed. Like, I think he's poodle, Yorkie, and Pekingese. They call him a Yorkie peekapoo, which is kind of funny. But he's cute. But he has some delusions of grandeur about his size.
What's on your mind?
Sorry, Wen.
It is no trouble.
I just can't click on the right thing.
It shall be done.
Can you open this chest?
On it.
Nope. But come back with Leliana. There are some other like quests and things that bring us back to the Brecilian Forest anyway, so we'll be able to come back and do some of these things later.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
A Naren?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynn?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Perhaps the mage you seek is right in front of you. The Grey Warden is a mage, no? The Blight will not last forever. Why not look to her to shape the new circle? It is something both of you should think about.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you and Aaron.
And on you.
I guess that means we're done with her quest? Well, it's not even on here anymore. If it's under the completed ones, then we're done. Well, that was easy enough. He's fine. Wind gets closure. It's all good. Totally normal thing. Just materialize out of thin air. Can I look in his chest without him yelling at me?
Shall we?
What's he doing? He's not okay.
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to? Mayhap I did and mayhap I didn't. Have you come to claim it back? Oh, what fun. But we are getting ahead of ourselves already. Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade. No, that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be careful, Grey Warden. This is no ordinary man. He is a mage. Driven mad, perhaps, but still powerful.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
Now I'm enjoying the nice little bass clarinet moment in this part of the soundtrack.
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not? Too many spirits, that's the problem of this forest. And all the curses and the angry wolfmen who howl enough to drive you to madness. And you yell at them, but they run and hide deep within the center of the forest, and the trees protect them. There's a way to fool the trees, of course. Trees are thick, wooden things, after all, easily fooled if you know how. Oh my, no, that's quite a question. I think that answer deserves something a little extra first, don't you? I stole something from an oak tree some time ago, and it won't stop pestering me for it back. Would you be so good as to turn it into firewood or something equally dead? You know of it? Good, that makes this much easier. Yes, that's the one.
I don't want to kill the Grand Oak.
It's up to you. Yes, indeedy. Your choice. Time to move on now. May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh, yes. What is your name? Aha, so you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you. Suddenly it all becomes clear. You here, that talking tree there, it all makes sense now. As a matter of fact, yes. I do have that tree's acorn. I stole it, and it was easy. Silly tree should have locked it up tighter. If you want it, you'll have to trade me for it. And nothing from that silly tree. No leaves or branches or anything. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go. May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Where were you born? So you say, fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you. Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return. Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn? Oh, yes. Many things are buried deep here. Treasures. Hey? I once had a ring like that. This one's shiny still. Yes, I'll take it. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda, May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Let's see. Do you have a knowledge of the arcane arts? If I could tell, I wouldn't have to ask you now, would I? Do you have the knowledge or not? Aha! I knew that. Or did I? I forget now. But if you are a mage, that means that they sent you. Huh? Or does it? Drat. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
I had canon that at some point the Templars came for this man and took him to the tower, and it just got out of hand quickly, so they just deposited him back in the forest and was like, we just won't speak of it. We'll just let him stay here alone.
Oh, yes. Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book. And what do you have to trade for the helmet? Elven history, you say? That might make for good reading by the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda?
Is he implying he's going to use the book as toilet paper? That's sad. Poor book. Books don't deserve that.
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. What is your relationship with your father? Interesting. Most interesting. So that means that you did indeed have a father. I knew I would trip you up sooner or later. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you. I still have the book. It's not missing too many pages. And what do you have to trade for the book? Ooh, warm. Warm enough to keep my neck from freezing on a cold night when the mice are biting at the toes. Give me that! There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
Too bad he and Ruck can't meet and be friends. I feel like they would get along well.
Oh, I see. You're going to report to them now, are you? Fine. Goodbye.
This man is not okay. I think the implication is he shrinks himself down and lives in this stump.
Hold on, you. That's private property. That's an old man's home, that is. Keep out. Keep out.
I don't want to fight with him. Now he's dancing. He's fun. Alright, we have to leave it here for today. But we'll pick it up here on Friday. But I hope you all have a really nice rest of your night, and I will see you again soon.